what is going on with the day? The day chart is exploding to the upside. However, today is starting to roll back down underneath previous day's level. Here's the high of previous day, and it peaked up and now it's back down. Anything can happen. We don't know what's going to happen. I'd like to see it build up and roll back up if I'm long, and we almost saw something like that. We can potentially see something like that on the 4-hour chart. It looks like it could easily just stair step its way up higher, but we don't know if it's going to dip down lower or not, and it is below previous day's high. So I'm going to wait patiently to see what happens here. If we look at the 15-minute chart, we can see what's going on here. Here's the previous day's high. It poked up, made a lower high, consolidating under, and now it's turning red. So that's a weakness. So in order for me to go long, I'm going to have to see some proof that it wants to go up. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to try to jump in early. And I don't know about when would be a real clear sign to go short. So I'm very, very interested in seeing what happens at the open here. All right, the bell's opening right now. Bing, bing, bing. There it goes. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart. If it can break up over the top of previous day's level, over the top of this trend line, consolidate and continue, then I'm going to be interested in going long. Okay, so that's the 5-minute chart, top, middle. Let's see what happens if it can bust its move back up in there. 1,000-tick chart, bottom right. Same thing. We got to see it get up into this area over here with proof that it wants to keep going. So it's in a weakness area. Now, if you want to go against all the strength of the momentum and try to short it, knock yourself out. I'm sure there's people that have strategies that can do that, but even these dash lines right here are the close and the open of previous day's close, and where it's open. These levels, look where it's supporting, bouncing right off of that. I don't think I'm going to short into that necessarily. You got to be really good at shorting to do that. But see, it's coming right up to that line, previous day's high, right up to the trend line, and rejected. Now that would be a very interesting place to short. Like right now would be an interesting place to short that. If you wanted to just take this for just this area only, with nothing else mattering, looking for candlesticks, we can do a short right here, maybe back down to that level for a 1-to-1. It's possible, but I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to do that. I want to see proof that it breaks. I want to see it to break over the top. I want to see it give me some kind of evidence that it wants to stay. I'd like to see the 5-minute, because until it breaks over the 5-minute, see, it's just now hitting the 5-minute chart. It could stay. It could stay. We could have probably tried that right there and got a 1-to-1 on that. Yeah, it looks like it might want to keep going today, so good. So what we need to see now is some kind of setup. Red bar ignored would be great. Red bar continuation, ignore the red bar and keep going up. Some kind of test. Let's go down to our lower time charts here. Now that it's over the top of previous day's level and it broke the trend line, we could try to look for something here. Like that right there, possibly.
Order filled.
Okay, let's see if it'll keep going. That's a decent little setup there. If it doesn't work and I get stopped out, so be it. Keep going. And then I'm just going to be careful to keep going. I'm breaking even. I'm breaking even. I'm on break even. Keep going up. Don't take back everything you just gave me.
Stop
Dang
filled.
it. That was a good trade setup. It broke the trend line. It stayed above the level. Gave us a trend line break. Gave us a little pintail. I don't know. I liked it right there. 1-to-1. Now, if I probably could have got 2-to-1 if I didn't just go to break even. Let me see what I would have gotten on that. Yeah, pretty darn close to 2. I would have gotten 2-to-1 on that. It came down, got a couple ticks on it, covered my costs, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad I'm making better decisions on trading. I really am, because, you know, I'm waiting for setups now and not trying to force them. Let's see what we got here. Something's... This thing's kicking. Wow. Kicking butt, kicking butt. Okay. Yeah, I got my setup. It broke even before going back up. You know, if I would have stayed, not noticing this, if I would have stayed with my stop loss, you don't stay with your stop loss after it hits 2 to 1. So I'm a little slow with getting my reward. I need to have that set in place. I thought I did. I mean, it didn't even give me 20 bucks. I don't know. Let me switch to simulator for a second. I want to see something. This is just a test.
Order filled.
I'm trying to see if it's got my $20 limit and $20 profit target. 25, okay. $25 profit target. I guess it does.
Order filled.
I'm closing it. That was just a simulator. I'm not going to count that as a real trade. All right, back to the real trading. Count 2. I need to build up a count 2. All right, so we got a 5-minute strong candle. 4-hour chart looking good, breaking out over the top of that consolidation area. We really need to think about getting long here again.
Order
I'm
filled.
gonna try it again. Let's see if we can get something this time. Keep going, man. Come on. Keep going up for me. I need to get a win here. Come on. Break even. Go up for me.
Stop
Gosh,
filled.
another break even. That's all right. 10 break evens, 1 win is all you need. 10% win rate. I'm cool with it. As long as I'm not losing, I'm okay with it. I think you just got to get used to losing or breaking even a lot, because that's risk management. That's how it goes for some people. Others don't trade that way. I like to trade that way because I feel more comfortable with, I don't want to lose valuable assets. And I'd rather just break even over and over and over if I get a chance. And if one happens to go in my favor, then boom, we're doing good. See, I would have been a full loss. That would have been a full loss. Let's keep an eye on the 5-minute chart here. That could be the bottom. Keep an eye on the 5-minute chart, 5,000 tick chart. Let's see what happens up here. If it comes back down and hits that and gives us a trend line break, that would be an interesting setup. Let's go to the 500 tick chart. That looks cleaner. Gotta find, I like using different charts because some are cleaner than others and make sense. They make sense more than others. Some make sense more than others. So 15-minute, you want to kind of stay above that line right there. See what happens in this area. You want price to stay above this box we got right here. You don't want it to come down too far. But if it does, this is previous day's high. If it stays above previous day's high, we'll be okay. There's a trend line break. I should try that again, I guess. Man, come on. Should I?
Order
I'm gonna
filled.
try it. Come on, buddy. Go up to back to the high. Back to the high. Come on, go on up there. Ooh, it's taking too long.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I'm out.
Order canceled.
I'm out. I wanted it to go right then. Yep, it would have stopped me out. I wanted that to take off right there and keep going. All these candles, boom, 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 boom. It just didn't go how I wanted it to go. I like momentum. This is the time for momentum. This is the early morning hours, 90 minutes window here where things should be moving. And if they don't go in the direction you want, get out. So I would have had a full loss on this. Getting out early is the same as breaking even. In my opinion, it could have went up here halfway and came back down, whatever, but tight risk management. My approach is tight risk management. I don't like to have big stop losses necessarily, unless I'm doing this is the 50-50 challenge. Make 50 before you lose 50. So the trading style is a little different than my $250 risk strategy, where I have a $250 risk and I just let price do whatever it wants as long as it doesn't hit my $250 risk. I don't care. This is a 50-50 challenge. A lot tighter on the risk. Much, much tighter. Okay, so now it's getting close back to previous day's high again. Let's see right here, this is a good place to bounce. You got all three moving averages, you got a trend line, you got the previous day's pivot. This could be a really good potential setup right here. 5-minute chart, 50% pullback. You would think that this is a good area to try to trade. I really think this is a decent area to try this trade. If I get a trend line break right here, I'm going to try it. And if I lose, I lose, but it's a good spot. It's a good spot. A 5-minute chart's giving us lots of confluences here. Now, if it's going to fail, I don't want it to break the trend line and then fail. It's right at a Fibonacci. It's got a bunch of confluence to go long here. I hope I be able to at least get a 1-to-1 on it somehow. There's almost the trend line break. There it is.
Order filled.
Go up. Break even. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Give me something. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Stop filled.
Broke even too quick. That is perfect. Trend line break. Red bar ignored. Jump in. Stop underneath here. I gotta figure out. I've got to figure out how to take my profits when it pops like that, because that was another 1-to-1 and it would have stopped me out for a full loss. So, okay. On one hand, I'm picking good trade setups. On another hand, I'm not taking profits. I had a 2-to-1 earlier, a 1-to-1 here. So I've got to figure out how to grab those profits a lot quicker. It's still a decent area to try to go long. It's still bouncing. Well, the first time it comes down into all these confluences, all three moving averages. You got yesterday's high. You got a trend line. It's coming right down into 50% of that candle. All of that in that one area should get you a bounce. And it did. We got a bounce on it. We got a trend line break, a red bar ignored, a tight stop loss, and a 1-to-1 target. I just couldn't capitalize on the profit right away. I just couldn't grab that. I've got to figure out how to grab that. 2-to-1 earlier, 1-to-1. I got to figure out how to grab those profits. If I can do that, I'm going to be doing okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now it's going deeper into, on the 5-minute chart, deeper, deeper, deeper into those confluences, where we could, if it gets deep enough, we could have another bounce, another little potential one-to-one, potential one-to-one activity, right? Potential. This is the 250 tick chart. Potential. If it closes above the area, we might want to try it. Looking like it's trying to get up over previous day's level. It might want a deeper pullback, and now it's just almost too risky now. 5,000 tick. It may want to come back and sweep these levels, and it may just be that kind of day. It's busted way below all the confluences here on the 50%, so now it's just too strong to the downside for me to go long. It tried to get back over, makes a lower high now. Consolidation, I could see why people would have shorted that right there. I really do. That would have been a good short for some people. 100%. For me, it's back in the middle. Previous day's high, open, close of yesterday. It's in this box. This whole area right here is a no trade zone for me. Unless it breaks down below and keeps going, or breaks up above, which we just saw. I had two great opportunities and should have been able to capitalize on them. At least we broke even. We're down like less than $1, including commissions right now. We broke even pretty good today. But I could have had 2-to-1 and 3-to-1 had I grabbed those profits. I need to really, really understand how to do that better. Okay, I think that's enough for this live stream. Hopefully we'll be live streaming in the future for longer if we get more people to join us. So I'll see you next time.